Hey, favorite ones, welcome back for another collective reading. Come on in and take your seats at the round table and throw a couple of coins into the wishing well in the corner if you choose to. My little boy here is reminding everyone to hydrate. As you can hear in the background, there's been a lot going on around my neighborhood today. So yeah, before I get into that, let's welcome In Utopia. And for anyone who is new, welcome in. And of course, anyone who's been here before, thank you for your support and being a part of the Faevoured ones. So over here in this on my channel, we do this thing called Welcoming in Utopia, as some channels do a meditation or a prayer in order to start, or just sound bowls, anything in order to cleanse the space. What I like to do in my corner is hold the frequency of relief and what it would feel like to be in our personal galactic dimensional utopia. Yes, my boy. It was good water? You're done? You're welcome. I just refilled the bowl. He's giving thanks. So yeah, maybe you were giving thanks for water for those who don't have water and you want everyone to have a good water supply. Maybe that's what you want in your personal utopia. I know it's definitely what I hope for when I hold the or manifest. That's what I'm welcoming in when I'm welcoming in utopia. So that might be on your envision as well. So now that we have that out of the way, you can pause if you need a moment longer to get in that energy, and that's perfectly okay. And yeah, before we get into it, just remember that this is a general reading, so all the messages may not apply to you. You can take out your own cards and flip along and learn what your meanings is, so you can know which ones of the messages are for you, as you will be giving yourself a personal reading. If you don't have any, of course, you can just know that if it feels like it fits, if it feels like you're trying to shove your shoe into a, to make it fit, don't try and make it fit. If you don't fit that pair of shoes, try to get one that fits. And of course, don't slide into anything that doesn't apply to you. Don't slide into that ish. If it seems like a long shot, then you're not quite there yet, and that's okay. Everyone's at a different part in their journey. Okay. I was planning on just coming on anyway, but it happened to stop just as I was starting. There was construction sounds going on. Well, it's not really it is carpentry. So some of you may be carpenters or do woodworking with like soldering and like wood burnings, or belts. Yeah, working with leather burning. I don't think it's called leather burning. Either way, that could be extra confirmation for you. My neighbor is working on building their own community and is literally building up houses and taking it away. So some of you could be working on building your own community, or finding community within yourself and making yourself feel more at home in your day-to-day life. For others, this means like you could legit be saving towards buying land and like getting the foundations of starting your own community. Or it could just see like friendships and partnerships of community. It's all types of community, I feel, is the message that we are sitting in right now, and that we are as a collective moving towards it. So yeah, there was also someone out back having their roof being done as well. So a lot of you could be working on procuring a roof over your head at this time, or stabilizing having a roof over your head. If that is the case, I know dealing with being houseless and maintaining from paycheck to paycheck kind of cycles that society has in place working is not easy to deal with. So if you're dealing with that ish, may the universe and your guides show you how good it can get. Let's just get like Ganesh or Ganesh. I know it's not. I think that, no, I don't. I'm not sure if that's proper pronunciation or not. But let's get that to move obstacles. And I think even today's today's Wednesday. I was gonna say today's Tuesday. That's the day of celebration, but it is not. It is Wednesday. I think that's Odin Day. So some of you may be receiving callings from Odin's in your dream or waking life, showing signs of protection or wanting to work with you. If those who are open for deity work, make sure that you are grounded and that you're taking proper measures and when you're doing so, as not what's the name of the channel? I think it's Lunar. I'm gonna make sure that I leave a link below. But if you're looking to do working with different deities, there's one channel that I watched when I was, well, after I had started, but then I realized I needed a little guidance. I'll list the channel below and give them a shout because I can't remember what it is, but I know as soon as I go to look it up, it'll come back to me. But either way, that's not for now. I did pick out the sunstone for today. The Egyptian sunstone symbolizes for Ra, the sun god or creator god. So some of you might be indigenous and believe in the creator, as well as some artifacts are found with sunstone. So yeah, if you are working with Ra, you may want to put a sunstone crystal on the altar. It is also connected with the Helios as well in Greek mythology, and it also is for Cardoin, the goddess of inspiration and knowledge in Welsh, and Sekhmet. So you may be seeing kitties and stuff like that on your timeline, or you just might have cats, and and they could be calling out to you at this time. Sekhmet could be trying to calm the inner war within you, like the rage, or you could just it could be about things that you are actually facing, as well as war is very much prominent still at this time. So if anyone who is taking and heeding shelter, may you find safety and comfort soon. Okay. Let's see if I had anything else written down. I don't think so. Today is just coming through because of community and Utopia. Welcoming impersonal to Utopia. Ugh, the light is so bright, but hopefully it helps y'all see. But if you see me like all over the place, it is bright. Whatever, it's supposed to help make you see, y'all see. Yeah, I know that's how I feel about it. Thanks, Spirit. sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar on tomorrow. Skies will be blue. So some of you may be orphans or estranged from your family or adopted. Yes, like you, boy. Some of you may have are in the process of adoption or welcoming a new child into the home, or you're welcoming in your inner child back into yourself and allowing yourself to be that kid that you weren't able to, either from a trauma or where you had to grow up too fast, or just were too you didn't get the opportunity because of, well, that is a type of trauma, finding out you have like ADHD later or something like that. Even if your parents were kind and understanding, still going through that it is traumatic to deal with and feeling different. So a lot of you may feel different, and that might be why your biggest compass pointer at this moment is building for community and calming the anger that you have inside of yourself for the things that you had gone through. Of course, betting your bottom dollar on tomorrow. So I feel like a lot of you are saving up right now for dreams you're not giving into instant gratification. You're saving, yet still spending and having money, because the sun will come out tomorrow, is the fact that you know that, hold on, I'm downloading, that waiting was worth it, that taking the time to bake the cake was rewarding. So last reading was like, the hard work pays off and you're receiving the rewards. And Spirit wants to come through and say some of those rewards is finding the calmness within yourself, no longer reacting to disrespect in the same way that you used to. You may notice that things that used to really bug you and get your goat is no longer doing that for you. And you're realizing that you can be a good mentor. Maybe you were very knowledgeable, but you weren't sure if you would make a great teacher, and you are a great teacher, because when I said get my goat, it reminded me of Philoctetes in Hercules. Some of you may resonate with the story of Hercules. But with Philoctetes, he thought that he wouldn't make a great mentor. He thought he had let down a lot of people before, and who was he to take on another person who couldn't? And I feel like a lot of you were at the point where you couldn't take one more disappointment, and you did it anyway. You were like, and you did it anyway. You became vulnerable anyway, and you're putting yourself out there in order to build this community. It's with proper communication this time at your side, and knowing, even if you're not that great at communicating, but you at least know who your real friends are and who's, not so great of a friend to have around. You could be sequences of numbers at this time, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And so, yeah, you're using your discernment, yes, creating stability and community. I was like, I should pick up the cards, I've just been talking for almost 15 minutes, without any downloads that I can go over from my notepad extraordinaire. And I was like, let's pull a card. And we get this. Yeah, you are slowly taking action towards it. Many of you could be working with the dragons as well, or, you know, since birds are like mini dragons, then you could be working with crows, because when I saw them, what came to mind was a bunch of crows. So you could be having a murder that comes and follows you around and hangs out with you. Again, that indicates Odin, Bran the Blessed, as well as, you know, Morgan Le Fay. There's another one. I think Freyr is also ravens as well. Of course, since it's very rare to see them, usually a white raven will indicate Bronwyn as well. And of course, sterlings. So if you're seeing sterlings or white ravens on your timeline or on a movie or something like that, that could be indication that Bronwyn is looking out for you as well. I keep getting a hot voice in my ear saying Inanna as well, so like you could be transgender as well. That doesn't have to be, but that could be an extra confirmation, as back then they were worshipped and was known to change men into women. So yeah, you could be being at the beginning stages of embracing who you've always been. Yeah, a lot of you could be embracing who you've always been. You may have been talked down to when you were younger and you weren't celebrated, and now it's the time for you to be celebrated. Before, you used to feel like you were barren and left alone to be by yourself, and you had to take action all alone with it, and except without your guides backing you. And now you have people celebrating you and wanting to lift you up and give you a stage to talk upon, because what you have to say is important. Yeah, a community for enough for everyone. When you felt at beginning you were vulnerable and you opened yourself up to opportunities and aligned yourself, as well as gained wisdom and knowledge, because there's a lot inside of knowledge inside of the pyramids, as well as you could be connected to the Orion belt. So the Syrian B, I'm mostly feeling, as well as Andromedan energy. Yeah, very fruitful and abundant at this time. If you don't feel like it, this is you at this time. It will be coming in soon. I feel like your barren cycle is going, as we go in cycles. Sometimes, and as we cycle and align with ourselves, it becomes more like this, a calm ripple effect, instead of a tsunami and cleansing wave. You're so bright now. Sit, turn me. You look away. You can be on, but look away from me. Yeah, your guides might be working with you at this time in hopes that you will remember your meetings when you wake up. You could be practicing on remembering. You're doing dream recall at this time. And they want to yeah, they want to work on your dream recall. and them remembering the messages that they gave you when you come back down, because I feel like they're giving you messages and guidance on how to just chill and hang in there, because you're going to be fruitful, and they want you to remember that when you come back down from the astral, whether you're astral projecting, while just meditating, or if you're doing so in your dream state. They're working on your memory recall and remembering the plans when you wake back up. They want to help you remember your plans for being here. Yeah, they want you to continue keeping on taking action towards this dream, this goal, stability. Yeah, financially, emotional, spiritual, financial, and emotional stability. Community stability too. You're helping raise up other people so that they may find stability. You're celebrating not only yourself but others, which is bringing in more opportunities and for wealth and abundance. Because you see here, it's almost like when there's the first place winner and they like pull up the second place and third place winner and put up their hands too, to like show that we're all winners. That's what Spirit wants you to know, is that we are all winners. We all deserve to win. Just because we won doesn't mean someone else can't too. You shining bright doesn't dim anyone else's light. And you're being so kind when you're winning and when others win. You are cheering just as hard for others as you are for yourself, and it doesn't go unnoticed. I feel like you're also very popular. 2233 was on the clock when I said that, so 23s or sequences of 2s and 3s can be important to you. Life path 22, life path 33, and of course life path 4 and 6. But I feel like you're also a very popular loner. You enjoy cultivating knowledge and taking time where you like taking your time to go and adventure off on your own. So yeah, but people very much enjoy your company, and I feel like you like taking you like community, but you also like your alone time, because you have finally learned to love who you are as a person. You enjoy hanging out with yourself, and maybe you didn't get many chances growing up, or when you did get the chance, you weren't the kindest to yourself. So now you are flipping flipping the script and moving on to being more in your divine feminine, because I noticed that I took off my ring off of my right hand and flipped it. So you're flipping the script and you're stepping more into your divine feminine. Everyone has a divine feminine and divine masculine part of themselves. That's why we are whole and complete. We are complete. Everything else is just a bonus. Some of you may be getting a bonus here soon. Sorry. That was loud. I just got excited. Exclamation clap. Yeah, people are going to be clapping for you in exclamation of like excitement. They're going to be surprised by what you can do and what you've accomplished. So if it's not just a bonus from, like, let's say if you work a usual society job where you go in and you don't work for yourself, you work for a company, and that's the usual bonus. It could be a bonus of someone coming to visit. It could be a bonus because all of a sudden someone shared your work with someone else and they want to sign you on, and that's like a bonus thing because you weren't expecting that job to come out of nowhere. Hold on. Excuse me. It's just a complicated houseplant. It could be that you are also getting to have new clientele. New people want to take you on. More people are buying from you because they want to buy locally or something like that, you know? Just a little bonus coming in. Realizing that you got signed on for another gig. Getting extra days with your kids if you're spread out, or maybe you're getting more days where you're away so you have time with yourself. You know, everyone is at a different stage. Yeah, maybe someone's babysitting so you can go out with your partner. Can we get messages for our lovely favored ones, please? Spirit guides, guardians, and ancestors. What herbal and astrology individual would they most benefit from a message at this time? Boop, boop. Yeah, Palo Santo, 55. You could be seeing 55 a lot. Your guardians, yeah, so calling upon your guardians and cleansing at this time. You could be doing the Ho'oponopono prayer at this time to cleanse yourself and forgiveness to yourself. Yeah, your familiars are bringing you messages from your guides still at this time. I believe I went over that in You Are a Family Jewel message. So remember that you are the jewel of your family. Every child is a miracle and a blessing, and only society changes the outview on that. So remember that you are a miracle and a blessing. And if you're not for others, then you are to your guides. They have great love for you. And they want to help you breathe. Yeah, so you could, your guides are asking you to do cleansing at this time, whether you are working with sound clearing, crystals, smoke, and, you know, saging, smoke clearings, cleansings, or even shower if you want to put a bit of like salt on your head and like shower it off. You could also do a spiritual cleansing bath where you put a whole bunch of like rosemary and like basil to smell nice, and then like hose it down afterwards. If you don't like cleaning, then of course just the salt again and like crystals and a nice candles. Yes, of course, candle cleansings as well. I'm hearing, it's not, well, it is kind of cleansing. Cleansing the energy quick. If you're in if you're feeling overwhelmed at the moment, run your hand under some warm water And if your hands are dried out, then can I get an example for if they're rubbing your hands and tapping your tips together, and then rub, and then tips, or you can just go, because you are air and you are fire, and that is a type of fire cleansing. Remember, you are all the elements that, therefore, everything you need is inside of you. Oh yeah, they wanted to show you and bring you down plans from the astral into the physical. Okay, that makes sense. Gifts from your past lives. They want to. You may have carried over gifts and knowledge and wisdom and skills from your past life, and you may be nervous about starting. Maybe age, I don't know, money. They want you to try like Googling online and just like learning the statistics in your head before you get down to business. Like you could watch like videos and learn. Just learn for now before you do. Gifts from your past lives, activating dormant gifts, connecting to the ancestors, guardian of the sacred trickster. So yeah, there's Bharani the Blessed, the Coyote, Asani, which is from African trickster god. There's also Iktomi as well, who's another spider god. Loki is another trickster god as well. Trickster. They're all trickster and shapeshifters usually. So you are a shapeshifter. You are a shape-shifting chameleon. You are able to adapt, improvise, and overcome in all situations, and you have in the past, and your guides want to remind you that you are capable of using your discernment and your knowledge in order to navigate what is ahead of you. South node, so you may want to look up what your south node is, or where or you can look up on a house calculator as well to see where Pluto sits in your chart and see what that indicates for you at this time. It seems like that's the house that you're going to be working through. And look towards your south node to see what you worked on in your past. You may look up your Draconic chart, which is your original chart. I believe it is like your original soul. I'm gonna have to go through and leave a lot of links below here about the deities and about charts. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you may be working on your memory at this time, and learning what your learning style is. A lot of you may be ashamed when growing up for not being able to follow along inside of a classroom, and you're starting to learn in your type of style. Like you're beginning to realize that you have a certain type of learning that works for you. Maybe teaching yourself, maybe being in a classroom, maybe learning alone, maybe from repetition, maybe from being hands-on. You know, there's like multiple different ways of being smart and learning. And, you know, not everyone's a cookie cutter shape and a carbon copy of each other, because, well, we're meant to be unique, just like every single cell inside of our own bodies are unique and different. The ritualistic burning of Palo Santo, which translate to sacred holy wood, can be traced back to the Incan Empire. Sunstone! Oh. So you may be looking into Inca or the Mayan as one of your past lives, where it was used in a spiritual ceremony to cleanse the body and the space of malignant darkness. To this day, it is used ritualistically amongst the indigenous communities throughout Central and South America, Central and South Turtle Island, particularly to cleanse bad energy, bad air, and the evil eye. So yeah, maybe if you have bad air, it was supposed to help cleanse it, the bad air. Yet it is a spiritual bad air. What? And the evil eye, Maldier, translates to bad air. Yet it is a spiritual sickness believed to be some kind of cold nighttime air created by bad spirits that enters the body, causing pain, discomfort, sickness, and other kinds of imbalances. Incan medicine people use this wood in their religious rituals as a tool to neutralize negativity, rejuvenate the body, mind, and spaces, bring peace, balance, and good fortune, and achieve a better spiritual communication with their gods. Scientific study now shows how Palo Santo can help relieve stress, anxiety, stimulate circulation. I went over that in a reading before too, about working on your circulation, exercising, and eating with less cinnamon too. Stimulate circulation, reduce joint and muscle pain, and uplift mood and the immune system. The immune system. It is also proven to cleanse the space, dispel bacteria, and act as an insect repellent. Palo Santo's medical qualities are very plutonic in nature, as its powerful cleansing energy will be highly invocatory and perfect for strong intentional setting. Palo Santo has a long history of use as magic wands that unlock gifts that have lain dormant, inactive, or blocked, like wisdom, intuition, and sight to see into the past and past lives. Palo Santo is a protective wand that grants us the power to unlock infinite gifts that is laid dormant. Yes, okay. Palo Santo, like the fox. So some of you may resonate with foxes. They may be your familiar or a guide. Here to assist you as a spirit guide who helps you navigate the spirit world. The Skiran foxes, native to South Turtle Island, nestled among the desert forest of Palo Santo for shelter. Living in symbolicness with these precious trees, foxes are the symbolic of afterlife, invisibility, and the sacred trickster. So some of you may be working on cloaking the cloak of invisibility. You may work with Hades as well, as he wears the crown of invisibility. So there's also that, as well as there's someone, Bran the Blessed is also known for having the cloak of invisibility as well. So you may be getting called by them if you notice. What are the signs for Hades again? Oh, I know that the cauldron, cornucopia, as well as ravens and crows are for Bran. I'm not quite too sure what Hades would be. Besides like dragon's blood, like incense is what you give to him, but I never noticed what would like be the signs of him calling you. Oh well. Anyway, I'm sure there's videos from that I'll post below for the other channel that has done videos on working with deities. Train for confirmation. Training is paying off. You are receiving your rewards. May have more messages for you. Some of you may work on the train, work with trains as well. Maybe you're wanting to move on from that and take a leap of faith to find, but you're there because of foundation, but it's not cleansing for your spirit, and you feel like you want to disappear from there and become invisible. Or maybe that's anyone in any of their jobs. You feel like you want to be invisible and like move on to a new thing and like move away, or even like relocate. Some of you may be relocating at this time. Palo Santo neutralizes the venom of the dark tricksters and alchemizes its poison into gold, becoming the sacred trickster. Palo Santo is here to remind you to activate your dormant gifts. Is it singing, dancing? You know, I love you, Mama. Get out of my face. Thank you very much. Tickle in my cheek over and over again. I'm like, you are a guardian of the sacred that has walked many paths. Know that you can neutralize the greatest of the poisons and even outwit the smartest of tricksters. So yeah, it's reminding me of Fox and the Hound, where you always have a you have an escape plan. You have plan B. You have backup plans for your backup plans. One final card from the Muse Tarot on stubborn energy. Okay, I see how it is. You don't want me to ask a question. You just want me to shuffle. Yeah. Some of you may feel like you're being forced to make content to keep staying relevant and to remember to rest. You don't have to. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to rest. You don't have to hustle and grind to get to the top. Yeah, you're still trust walking your victory lap. Spirit's not gonna let you fall. So yeah, some of you may have messages in one I did a while back for trust walking your victory lap. Some of you may have just been started at that time, but I feel like you're really shining through. Beep. Yeah. Train's still going. Yeah. Keep training. Keep training and keep walking. Remember to rest. Yeah, because there's that pause in between. Some of you may read sheet music or are learning to, but even in musical symphonies, there's rest. Even in music there is rest. So remember, as this life is a song, air confirmations. Some of you may get air confirmations or yawns whenever you are receiving confirmation from spirit. Like when you pop a bottle of wine, not everyone does this, but you usually let it rest and air out first, You can just start drinking it right away, of course, but when you let it breathe for a little bit, ooh, so sweet. And that's what Spirit wants you to do, is it's encouraging you to continue this pattern of taking a rest and breathing. A lot of you could be working on your breathing exercises or learning vocal control. Yeah, some of you could just be celebrating with wine or drinking wine right now during the video. Or you do bottling, you work on making your own, you can have your own winery, or some sort of libation maker. Double zero, you could be seeing double zeros or triple zeros, and it's to remind you that you are infinite and you are constantly making your future. A new journey, beginnings, trusting the universe, time for optimism, not knowing what comes, needing to learn a new skill, analysis paralysis, a leap of faith. Really, I was humming when I started this. Now, it wasn't even anything in particular, and I was like, okay, I guess it's not a message. She hums a tune she used to know, and with bat wishes, she leaps into the abyss of stars and possibilities, thoughts eager, heart racing, hopes high. A million bits of colored stardust rise up to meet her. She greets myths and opportunities as she tumbles forward. She sees her future here in this beautiful swirl of light and potential. What are you searching for? Asks the muse. Something brave, she whispers. Something new. For the briefest of moments, she feels unprepared. Naive, unsure, foolish? She asks herself, are you ready for this? Can you take this journey? And the muse wants her to remember that she is and she can. You know what? I'm switching it up from here. I don't care what the book says. They want to believe. They want her to The muse wants them to believe in their magic. As they leap, they lean deeper into trust and begin to hum once more, a song that sounds a little different this time around, grander, epic, even. The notes vibrate the space around her, and their new path begins to unfold, leaving nothing to do but begin. Some of you may be British. I noticed my pinky was sticking out there. I know that's a stereotype, but it's coming to mind. Or some of you might like the character Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. Or just love Game of Thrones. Fearlessly jumping into the sea of the cosmos, the spinning potentials are calling. Maybe a little foolish today, yet better done fool-like than stalling. Better done fool-like than stalling. There we go. Maybe a little foolish today, yet better done fool-like than stalling. So yeah, it's better. Yes, take action. I didn't even realize I picked up the wrong card, but yeah, it's better to do it foolish. Like, everyone has to begin somewhere. You just, a lot of times we're able to fall into this cycle where we look at someone else who has achieved greatness for themselves. And it's easy to look on and kind of get lost in ego and be like, oh, lucky them. Oh, that must be nice. Instead of seeing the hours behind doors, crying, practicing, money losses, and, thinking that they're never going to make it before, and they keep showing up for themselves every single day. And Spirit wants to remind you that you showing up for yourself every single day is going to, by proxy, attract people who want to show up for you. Like, not every single day because that's your job, but there is people who will want to show up for you, who do want to cheer for you, who, as much as you cheer for yourself. And that's like close and like close knit. Not just the people who fade into the background, but there's people who want to stand with you in the forefront. They want to be a part of it. They want to see it up close and personal. They want to be there when you gain your victories. There is that coming in for you. I believe it. And I hope you believe it too. And for those who don't believe it yet, then you find it in your heart too. Alright. The train goes off again. I love that. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming through. I appreciate all the energy exchanges of messages, of confirmation, and just emojis is cool, too. Everyone drop a train emoji if you feel like this was confirmation, and I will hopefully get to read all of your beautiful energy in the next readings. And remember to eat, hydrate, and most importantly, have fun.